Good morning, everyone. Steve Clayton here, and welcome to day 5. Can't believe how fast this is going. And man, I'm having such a good time. I want to do this every year now. So hope you guys are enjoying it too. Let's talk about the number one reason that people get discouraged. It's pretty easy. It's early failure. And, people put a lot of effort into learning things, learning new things, learning tactics and strategies, and, maybe they're not too familiar with web design and stuff like that. So they spend a ton of time on their first project. It doesn't work, and they give up. Okay, and so it's absolutely the number one reason that people get discouraged. And the dirty little secret is, unfortunately, most of these people were doomed from the start. Even though I'm a big supporter that online businesses are very viable and are the best thing in the world, and I'm incredibly passionate about them, it doesn't mean they're all good. And again, unfortunately, what happens is people get excited, they have early enthusiasm, but they don't really spend the time to really think about the things that they're going to work on. And they are absolutely just doomed from the start. So that could be because of traffic, conversion, profit margin. A couple examples. If you decide that you're going to create an e-com store and you want to sell $1 sunglasses, well, that's probably doomed from the start, because how much money are you ever going to make, for the effort? It's just as easy to sell something that's, a $50 profit margin as it is to sell 25 cents for the most part. Or maybe, you start a project and you did some quick analysis using the Google keyword tool or something like that, and you expected a lot of traffic, but in reality, traffic really isn't there. So, okay, great. Well, we're not gonna do well there. Or the conversion, the commercial intent of the keywords that you picked for the traffic to go after, it was never going to be there. Or you're doing AdWords, and I see this all the time, and the math was never going to work. You're going to have to pay $2 a click and 1% conversion rate, and you're only going to make $10 profit per sale. Well, that math will never work. And yet, time after time after time after time, I see people begin projects when they are absolutely doomed from the start. So what's the alternative? The alternative is to figure out a test. Figure out some testing methodology. Bring some science to this. I'll give you an example with e-commerce. What we do before we do any e-commerce, and this is what we teach all the time, is we're going to do an AdWords test. We're going to take the keywords that we think are going to be the right ones for us, that are going to have the traffic and the conversion, and we are going to do a quick campaign that costs us maybe $25, and we're actually going to send the traffic to someone else's site so that we can just get things up and running, and we don't have to put in a lot of work. And we are going to then look at the traffic volume, because now we have real numbers, folks. We can look at the traffic volume, we can look at the cost per click, and we can look at the click-through rate of the paid ads, okay? So we can see if we're going to have enough traffic, and we can see commercial intent, because click-through rate and cost per click is at least a very, very good indirect measurement of commercial intent. So man, we spend a lot of time looking through a lot of dogs before we say, yeah, we're going to move forward with this. And it's easy. It's easy to test, and there are a bunch of other ways to test for other kinds of projects. But this way, we don't start something that was doomed from the beginning, and we only go for the sure things. I mean, this is easy. This is really easy to put in a little bit of time. If you really are creative and you think about it, you can come up with some great tests. I mean, several people are doing AdWords tests, and I'm proud to say that we were the first ones to think of that. It seems like common sense now, but boy, when we started doing it a few years back, it was pretty innovative. And it's just common sense. So you spend the time up front, you don't work on things that were doomed from the beginning, and you only go for the sure things. Hey, some people have been asking me about our forum. We've got, I don't even know, tens of thousands of archived messages on there, lots of good content. So I put a link into in the blog post here for you guys. Please come register at our forum and look around. We'd love to have you. Today's prize is an Xbox 360. Very, very cool. So that is our prize today, and our winner today is Rachel. And Rachel, here is most of your email address, and please contact us at support.blueprintcentral.com, and of course we will contact you as well. We'll see you guys tomorrow.